Welcome to the Explainer. Today we're going to tackle a digital mystery that drives so many of us crazy and show you how to finally supercharge your network with some seriously smart tech.
Okay, let's just dive right in. You're paying for that super fast, top-tier internet, right? But when it's game time, or you're trying to stream a 4K movie or jump on a critical video call, you're still getting lag, buffering, frustrating slowdowns. So what is the deal?
Well, here's the thing. The bottleneck probably isn't your internet provider. Nope, it's happening right inside your own house. Just think of your network as a highway. You've got your beast of a PC, a laptop, maybe a NAS drive packed with media, all trying to drive on the same little road at the exact same time. It is a digital traffic jam, pure and simple.
So here's what we're going to break down. First, we'll look closer at that digital traffic jam. Then, we'll introduce the command center that can fix it all. We'll talk about unlocking some insane 10G speeds, getting into smarter traffic rules, and finally, putting you back in the driver's seat.
So, how in the world do you manage this crazy digital highway? Well, you need an intelligent traffic control system. And for your network, that system is called a smart switch.
Let's look at a real-world example of one of these. This guy is the AirLive WEB-10TX402. It's a 10 gigabit web smart switch, and it's built from the ground up to be the central hub that just intelligently manages everything on your network. It's basically the brain of your network. So instead of a free-for-all with every device just screaming for attention at once, the smart switch steps in and brings order to that chaos. It tells the data exactly where to go and when, making sure everything just flows. Okay, but let's be real. Before you can get all fancy with traffic management, you just need a bigger, faster road. And in the world of networking, that means a massive, massive upgrade in pure speed. We are talking about 10 gigabits per second. Now, to put that in perspective, that is 10 times faster than the standard 1 gig connection that most of us have in our homes. It's the difference between waiting around for a huge file to transfer and it just being done. It is a total game changer.
And this is where it gets really cool. You can use that speed to create a 10G backbone, a sort of private superhighway that connects your most power-hungry devices, like that NAS packed with movies and your high-performance PC. That means transferring massive video files or backing up your entire system happens in the blink of an eye.
But, just having a bigger highway doesn't solve everything, right? Even a 10-lane superhighway can get jammed up at rush hour if there are no rules. And that's where the smart part of a smart switch really shines. All right, first up, we've got something called a VLAN, or a virtual local area network. The easiest way to think about this, it's like creating special, private VIP lanes on that digital highway of yours. You're splitting one physical network into multiple, totally separate virtual ones.
And this shows you exactly how powerful that is. You could put all your work computers on one VLAN, your servers on another, and hey, maybe all your smart home gadgets or guest devices on a totally separate one. This isolation is fantastic for security, and it makes sure that traffic from one group doesn't slow down another.
So, security is a huge win. But that's only half the battle, right? What about performance? Because even if you're in the right lane, some cars just need to go faster than others. That's where prioritization comes in.
Well, that's where our next tool comes in. Quality of service, or QoS for short. Now, if VLANs are the private lanes, think of QoS as the emergency services siren. It's like giving an ambulance or a VIP motorcade a pass to just bypass all the other traffic. It flags the most important data and rushes it to the front of the line.
So what does this actually do for you? It means that your super important can't-be-late data, like your 4K movie stream, that work video conference, or an intense online game, it always gets the green light. It basically creates a priority lane so your experience doesn't get totally wrecked just because someone else on the network started a huge download.
Okay, and our last big feature is a really clever one called IGMP Snooping. It sounds complicated, I know, but the idea is simple. Imagine having smart road signs that only talk to the cars that need the directions instead of having a giant megaphone yelling at every single car on the freeway.
And the difference it makes is, wow, it's huge. On the left, you see what happens without it. Certain types of data just flood every device on the network, creating a ton of congestion. But on the right, with IGMP Snooping, the switch is smart. It snoops on the traffic and sends that data only to the devices that actually asked for it. It's clean, it's efficient, no more waste. Okay, so let's pull all of this together. When you combine raw speed with all these incredible smart features, what do you actually end up with?
Well, you're getting blindingly fast 10G speeds for your most important machines. You're getting way better security by using VLANs to wall off different devices. Your traffic is optimized because QoS makes sure the important stuff always goes first. And your whole network is more efficient because IGMP Snooping cuts out all the noise. What you get, in short, is total control.
So here's the big takeaway. As everything we do online becomes more and more demanding, our home networks can't just get faster, they absolutely have to get smarter. Making the leap to a smart switch gives you that raw speed, yes, but more importantly, it gives you the intelligent controls to finally, once and for all, put an end to those digital traffic jams.